Welcome to the Computer Repair Academy podcast, Halloween edition, where the screens flicker, the hard drives whisper, and the ghosts of forgotten passwords roam free. Tonight, we're not fixing computers, we're uncovering the dark side of technology. From haunted networks to cursed emails and zombie devices, these are true tales from the tech trenches. So, grab your flashlight, back up your files, and pray your Wi-Fi stays connected. Because once you hear these stories, you'll never look at your computer the same way again.
Welcome, brave listeners, to a special Halloween bonus episode of the Computer Repair Academy podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy, and tonight we leave the safe glow of our desktop screens and descend into the dark corners of the tech world, where passwords leak, scammers lurk, and even your own devices can turn against you. So, grab your flashlight and let's explore a few true tech horror stories from the trenches. This first story, it starts with an email. The subject line, "I saw what you did." The message claims first that I know your password. The second claim is that they will tell all of your contacts what you did and even send them a video proof. And here's the twist. It's not bluffing. The attacker includes a real password you used years ago for some older accounts, but video proof, that's just to scare you into interacting with the email. So how did they know your password? Well, most likely because that old password was stolen in a data leak and sold on the dark web. Now, someone is using it as a phishing attempt to blackmail you. Most victims panic. Some actually attempt to pay a blackmail demand, and others quickly change passwords. A few never even realized the threat was fake, but the fear is very real. The main lesson here, old weak passwords can come back to haunt you. So always be sure to use unique, strong passwords. Enable two-factor authentication on your accounts. And consider using a secure password management software. So even if a password leaks, the ghosts of past logins can't hurt you. The next story, it's 3 p.m. You get a call. "Hello, this is Microsoft Tech Support. We've detected a virus on your computer and a hacker is about to steal your life savings." They sound professional. They even sound helpful. They ask you to install a remote access tool just so we can help fix it. You comply. The cursor begins to move by itself. Your files open. Your settings change. Now your computer is completely locked. The scammers aren't helping. They're taking over. Within minutes, they've stolen the passwords you saved in Google Chrome. They're copying your email contacts for more potential victims, and they are quickly trying to gain access to your banking account information. This is real, documented countless times across the world. Fake tech support calls that end with real losses. For years, we would have at least one client a week that fell for this or was affected by these scams. Come into our shop for help. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars lost each time. These scammers tend to prey on the elderly and use confusion tactics to turn them into victims. The hard lesson taught here: never let anyone remote into your computer unless you initiated the call, and even then, be sure you are positive who this person is and what this person will do. Listen, Microsoft doesn't call home users. Legit techs don't cold dial to offer remote assistance. Hang up, unplug your internet, shut down the fear, and call a locally trusted computer support company for assistance. If you want to see some of these scammers get a piece of their own medicine, so to speak, consider checking out the YouTube channel, Scammer Payback. These guys are funny, super intelligent, and highly motivated to take down these scammers. Check them out if you're looking for a good laugh. Our third story, we'll call it the rise of the zombie machines. Once upon a digital midnight, a new monster rose from the depths of the internet, the Mirai botnet. You may have seen when this popped up on all of the major news outlets or internet forums a few years back. The malware constantly scanned the internet for open telnet ports, which are often used on routers, DVRs, and IP cameras. When a device with an open port was found, Mirai attempted to log in using a list of common default usernames and passwords. If the login was successful, the device was infected with the malware, turning it into a bot under the control of a central command and control C&C server. The C&C server would then order the army of hijacked bots to flood a target with massive amounts of junk traffic, overwhelming its servers and taking it offline. Again, the Mirai botnet infected millions of smart devices, webcams, routers, DVRs, anything with a weak default password. These devices, now basically digital zombies, could be controlled remotely. They obeyed their home server commands, launching massive cyber attacks that brought entire websites and platforms to their knees with DDoS attacks or distributed denial of service attacks. Imagine it, your baby monitor, Roomba, or smart thermostat helping crash the internet. That's the stuff that digital nightmares are made of. So the big lesson here, change default passwords, update your devices, secure your home Wi-Fi properly, and don't let your home network become the next undead army. Our last spooky tech story we'll call The Data That Escaped the Void. Even computers that aren't connected to the internet can leak data and secrets. Researchers proved it. Malware like PowerHammer can modulate power consumption, sending data through electrical lines, and others like AirViber use tiny fan vibrations to transmit stolen information to a nearby phone's sensors. AirViber is a data exfiltration technique that allows malware to steal information from air-gapped computers, those isolated from all networks. This is how it works. First, a malicious actor must compromise the air-gapped computer with malware. This is often done through social engineering, such as a phishing attack. The malware is programmed to control the speed of the computer's CPU and chassis fans. By rapidly modulating the fan speeds, it creates inaudible vibrations in a pattern that represents binary data. A nearby smartphone, which has also been infected with a malicious app, uses its built-in accelerometer to sense and record these minute vibrations. The malicious app on the smartphone translates the vibrational patterns back into digital information. From there, it can send the stolen data to an attacker via a normal internet connection. Air-gapped systems, supposedly isolated, aren't immune. Data can slip through walls, wires, even sound. This learned lesson maybe just be that the only truly safe computer is one that's powered off, unplugged, smashed to pieces, and buried 6 feet under. These tales are spooky, sure, but they're also real. Old passwords resurrected for blackmail. Fake tech calls that hijack your system. Smart devices turned into zombies. Cameras used against their owners. Data escaping through the air itself. But here's the good news. You can fight back. Update and patch everything, software and hardware alike. Use unique passwords and two-factor authentication. Don't click suspicious links or answer tech support calls. Keep backups offline. Segment your home network. Keep smart devices separate. And if you want to actually see how to protect yourself, come over to our YouTube channel, Computer Repair Academy, where we often address a lot of these concerns. Thank you again for joining me for this special Halloween episode of the Computer Repair Academy podcast. Stay smart, stay safe, and remember, in the world of tech, sometimes the scariest thing isn't what's hiding in the shadows. It's what's already plugged in. Bye-bye, everyone.
And so, our Halloween tech tales come to an end. We've seen passwords possessed, devices turned to the dark side, and hackers lurking where you least expect them. But remember, knowledge is your silver bullet. Stay patched, stay protected, and never trust a link that looks too good to be true. If you survived tonight's episode, please join us on YouTube at Computer Repair Academy, where we face the monsters of malware and the phantoms of phishing every day. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and keep your computers from turning into nightmares.